On that, what is your understanding of what happened?
So our understanding is that there was a commercial convoy delivering humanitarian assistance, that there were no UN agencies involved. They were delivering assistance, and then beyond that, we have seen obviously conflicting reports. We've seen the reports from the government of Israel. We've seen accounts from local Palestinians who were on the scene. We don't have ground truth on what happened. We know what we've seen people say publicly, and we're seeking more information and looking for the results of the investigation, as I said in my opening comments.
Understanding that you don't have anyone on the ground and you don't know, all you have to go on right now, I presume, are what you've heard from the Israelis, what you've heard from witnesses, and the footage that you've seen. Based on all of that, what can you say about what it appears happened?
I don't want to draw any conclusions about what appears happened, because I think it's too early to say. Oftentimes the early accounts in these situations have turned out to be incorrect. But two things are clear. One, just from the aerial footage, you can look at that and right away conclude the situation is incredibly desperate. That people are swarming these trucks because they're hungry, because they need food, because they need medicine and other assistance. And that tells you that we need to do more to get humanitarian assistance in. And then the second thing is that too many Palestinians died today, as has been true far too many days since October 7th. And so that's why we continue to push for a temporary ceasefire agreement that would alleviate the suffering of the hostages that continue to be held by Hamas and get them home to their families, and that would alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people.
Well, when you say too many Palestinians died today, does that mean that there is some kind of acceptable number of
the acceptable number
deaths?
is zero. The acceptable number is zero of innocent Palestinians. I'm differentiating that from Hamas fighters, obviously, but the acceptable number of innocent Palestinians dying is zero.
All right, and then last one. So you talked about how it's important to expand aid deliveries, but also to increase the access points. You've been speaking publicly and privately for weeks now about your push for the Israelis to open Erez crossing for aid deliveries. How is that going?
I don't have any updates on it other than it continues to be a high priority for us. And if you look at the situation today, the reason we have been pushing for an opening of a crossing in northern Gaza is because we know that the situation there is incredibly dire. Even when you've had assistance flowing, not enough assistance flowing ever, but certainly over the past few weeks, not enough assistance flowing in the south, at least there has been assistance getting in. The situation in the north has been much more difficult because of the difficulty of trucks traveling all the way from the south to the north and the difficulty of guarding those trucks, which I think is one of the things that we saw today. So we continue to push for a northern crossing to be open, continues to be a high priority for us, but I don't have an update on it.
Thank you.
Sean.